Hey all, and welcome to Eternal Kingdom. I am the randomness perpetuating hunter-making creature from Azeroth, otherwise known as Fey, and I am the ambassador and recruiter for Team Umbra here in Eternal Kingdom. And here with me today is the director of community coordination for Eternal Kingdom, Inri the Druid. Hi, Inri.
Hi, thanks for having me today.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you do to coordinate the community? That's quite a mouthful of a title you've got there.
So in Eternal Kingdom, we have several teams. I think we're at like 10, over 10 now. So we've got a lot of people here. A lot of us do progression mythic rating, but we also have a lot of casual members as well. And so what we try to do in EK is kind of bridge those two types of players, and then have events that everybody will want to do or participate in that makes it really fun for everyone, so that it's not just like you do this thing or that thing, right? There's basically something for everybody here, and that's kind of the goal, so that basically anybody in Eternal Kingdom in Eternal Kingdom can find a home.
That sounds great. And we also do some other things for the larger community in the world every now and then, don't we?
Yeah, this past month we did a 12-hour charity stream for the victims of Hurricane Harvey, and we ended up raising over $3,000. And as a community, we ran over 250 keys. The exact number is a little bit unsure, but we did quite a bit that day. It was really successful.
All right. And not only did the people in Houston get some help, but also some of our members won a contest for that too, right?
Yeah, we actually had several people step up and offer prizes, which was really generous and really surprising to me. It wasn't something that I actually thought of or even asked for. We had a DX racer chair that was donated courtesy of Bonino, and that was gifted to Vexa. And then we had two people step up that offered 90 days of free game time from Kindaria and Mings, and those went to Aranthi and Yetzara. I might be mispronouncing their names, but that was really cool that they did that. That was something that was completely unasked for. And I think that generosity really just kind of shows like what type of community EK is. The fact that people would be willing to, not only donate their time and then their money also to, the fundraising, but then also to the fundraisers themselves. That was really cool. I was really, really surprised by that.
Yeah, it was extremely fun to take part in. And then I know another thing, like you talked about bridging the gap. Woo! And one way that we do that is through the overall guild runs that you don't have to be a part of a team to join. And now one question I always get from recruits and sometimes from my new members is, what are the scheduled weekly events and how do I find them?
I get this question, especially on Fridays, probably at least 10 times a week. If you go to our website, the site, and then you hit the About button, you don't actually hit it, just hover over it and then go down to Guild Events. You can click Weekly Events and Runs, and that will open up a Google Doc that will show you every run that occurs weekly that's not a team run. So these are runs that anybody can attend, right? And then the other ways that you can find them are on the calendar on the actual guild website itself, and then within the guild calendars in-game within Eternal Kingdom and Endless Kingdom. We had tried very, very early on to put it in all the alt guilds as well, but it just kind of became too much of a task. So since everybody in EK will have their main in either of those guilds, that's kind of where we ended up with that. So yeah, again, the three places that you can see them are on that weekly spreadsheet on the website, on the guild calendar on the website, and then in your in-game calendars in-game. If you're in EK or ENK, you can see them in both. And those are all updated live as soon as anything changes. One of us goes in from the team and fixes it. So
Okay, and now if you're not a member of EK, one of those runs can actually get you into EK, right?
yes, the Friday Fun Run. I believe that the way we have it set up right now is if you attend, I think it's 3, it might be 4. I want to say 3. If you attend 3 consecutive Friday Fun Runs, you show up consistently, you have a good time, you seem to be fitting in and stuff like that, that can guarantee you an invite into Eternal Kingdom. Outside of that is the only way that you can get into EK without having to officially app, if you decide to go that route. But that has to be, those runs have to be consecutive.
All right, that's awesome. Okay, now for the fun part, because this is specifically about October. I'd like to talk about the non-raid events that we have, because we have some of those too, just fun stuff for people to get in and do and meet each other.
Yeah.
I think the first one is one of mine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my first one this month is a painting with WoW contest, and the idea is that you get your old MS Paint before it goes away, which is going to make me very sad.
Is it
And
actually?
yeah, I heard they're ending support for it.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't know what I'm going to do with my life because that's like half of what I do is goof around in
I
paint.
feel like MS Paint art is like, I don't know, a time-worn tradition. Like, I don't know. Like pixel art is such a big thing. Like, or at least it used to be, right? I mean, maybe it's getting a comeback, I don't know, but
I have no idea. But anyway, the idea is you start with a picture that you draw in paint, and then you can change it to like whatever you want. You can use, let's see, Photoshop. I'm trying to remember what some of the others. You can use anything to like work on it after you start it in paint. But flashing some examples up on the screen here of things that would work. Okay, I think I've gotten them all up there at least once. And you can see some of them are way more edited than others. Some of them are more like a cartoon or a comic, and that's fine. But I'm just wanting to see some of the fun stuff people make.
yeah, I think that'll be really cool. Anybody that looks at our website can see we've definitely got some artistry going on in EK for sure. I think this will be really popular. It'll be really cool to see the creativity that people come up with. I'm always surprised. I mean, this will kind of lead into what you're going to talk about next, but I'm always really surprised whenever we have transmog competitions, just their creativity, like stuff I would never even think of. So I think that this full like true harness over creative control will be really cool to see what people create.
Yeah, you definitely led right into the next one, which is one of yours. So let's hear about it.
Yeah. So we've done transmog contests a little. We've tried different things like over the past year while I've been around. Before they used to be solely on the forum. So the first one that we did, we kind of took the forum route, and it worked out, right? Forums, just to me, they seem kind of old and clunky. And since we have so much activity on our Discord, I think it was last month, maybe the month before, that we did the Trial of Style contest, where people would submit. Basically their most stylish outfit, right, in Discord, and then I created a slideshow and then a Google form where people could vote. So that'll be the route that we take this one. So on October 17th, I'm going to open up submissions for a Halloween costume contest, and those entries will be submitted in Discord, like I said. And if you partook in the last one, it'll basically run exactly the same. A week after the 17th, I'll close submissions. I'll have the slideshow ready to go. And then people will be able to vote for that week. And then the day that I will announce the winner will be on, I believe I said Halloween. Let me double check. Yeah, on Halloween, because that falls on a Tuesday. But within that time frame, we're also going to have something which honestly I'm more excited about. My sort of contest is kind of boring. You know, it's been done a million times, right? But what you're going to do is actually way more exciting. So I definitely want to hear more about that.
Okay, yes, on the 28th. So after your contest will be almost over, mine will begin, but it's like a one-time thing, and what it is an Eternal Kingdom fashion show. We're all going to get into a nice big group, and I haven't picked the location yet, but I'm going to find some place that'll give us a good runway. And when you'll take your turn, you'll get to walk the runway, do whatever emotes you want to do, have your best transmog that you can come up with. I would like it to be Halloween themed, so if you can come up with something scary, that'd be best, but if not, that's okay. And the winner on that will walk away with 100k gold.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really awesome. It'll be really cool too if we can get like multiple people to stream it or something, and then obviously like have you stream it and record it and stuff like that. Yeah, I'd love to see. Hopefully we can fill a raid, right? Like that's the goal. I think that'll be really cool.
That's the goal. That was the goal. We had one of these before during the Trial of Style alongside your competition, but it was the first one I had done. And this will lead into another conversation here in just a second. But yeah, I didn't promote it as well as I originally intended to do. So we didn't have as great a turnout, but hey, we still had somebody walk away with 100,000. That was Wootman from Sellswords. And we had 3 25k runners up too.
Nice.
So it was very fun. Wootman has an amazing runway walk, so everybody look out. I'm sure he's going to be back and trying to take it again.
Yeah, this is going to be really awesome. I definitely plan on encouraging / forcing quite a few people on my team to come, hopefully, with me. I think it'll be really cool.
Well, referring back to what I said, the reason why I didn't promote it quite as well was because I did not know the correct way to start a guild-wide event in EK. I was new and over eager. So as now I know, if I want to hold events, I need to talk to you. So what do other people who want to hold events need to do?
Yeah, in EK, it's always been like people always come to me. This is kind of a tangent, but people always come to me like, "Oh, like you do all this stuff for EK, right? Oh my God, like how do you do it all?" And I think what people don't realize is that a lot of what I do really isn't like I'm not at every event, right? I'm not sure if I've ever even gone to a Friday Fun Run, maybe once or twice, but this community really operates, with people like you who are willing to step up and say, "Hey, like I want to do this event. Like, hey, I have this great idea, right?" And then I kind of just help you like get there, basically. And do like all the paperwork, all the grunt work basically. Like I said, I mean, I don't get to go to a lot of these fun things because I'm so busy either rating or setting things up or setting up calendars, that type of thing. But yeah, like I said, anybody in EK that has an idea, I've always said from the very beginning, if you have an idea in EK, if you want something to happen and you're willing to put in the work, I will ensure that, we at least get it off the ground. I can't promise success. We've definitely had events in the past that have failed, and that's been hard. It's been frustrating. But yeah, anytime anybody's ever had an idea that they want to get off the ground, I'm right here, like, to support that, to help you figure it out, however you want to do it. I think technically anybody in EK that's a Templar or above could like run an event like on their team. But as far as like if you want like a front page update, if you want it to be like an official like EK event, yeah, you would have to go through me or Leia. You don't necessarily have to talk to me. I'm not the end all be all person, right? But yeah, this isn't really to stifle creativity or anything like that. We've just had issues in the past, not recently, but we've definitely had issues in the past where people kind of will take the EK name and then turn it into something that it's not, right? And then go out in public and say like, oh, hey, like this is EK, but nobody's ever heard of them. Nobody knows what they're doing. And that can kind of become problematic. So again, like this sort of like check and balance isn't to stifle anybody. It's not to say like, oh, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that. It's just kind of to protect the great community that we have. And I think you would agree with me there that we really truly do have something special here in Eternal Kingdom.
Oh, but yes, so message you or Leah in Discord, correct? If you want to run an event, if you have
Yeah.
an idea. Okay.
Yeah, definitely the best way to reach me is in Discord. I don't have the greatest memory, so generally, if you send me a message in game, I'll try my best to remember, but chances are that I won't just because I don't have something to refer back to. So, yeah, a message to either of us in Discord is definitely the best way to reach us, or a mail in game or something like that. But yeah, that's about it for that, I think.
Okay, sounds good. Well, this is Faye saying bye. Bye, Inri.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. This was a lot of fun. I might have mentioned it earlier in the podcast, but I've never done something like this. So maybe I was a bit nervous, but this has been really, really cool. Thank you for inviting me again.
No, thank you for coming. I don't think I've ever done one with another person either. I've wanted to and never could get somebody to sidekick with me, so this has been awesome.
Yeah, maybe next time you can get Leia to do it. She would love something like this, and she's super funny, actually.
I keep trying to get one of the hunters to go hunting pets with me, and they're like, oh yeah, that sounds like a great
Oh,
idea, and then we're all so busy grinding AP that we don't do it.